welcome to my channel Magistra Latina et Graecae, where I take you guys through Latin and Greek translations. We are back with Amores 1.1. We did about half of it last time, so we'll carry on with that today. Tried to record this like 5 minutes ago at my neighbour's house because I'm looking after their cat, but she just kept getting up on the table and walking around all over me, so had to redo it. It's fine though. It's great. Fun. Latin. That wasn't sarcastic. Latin is fun. Oh yeah, let's do a recap of last time. I'll read out the translation for you just to jog your memory. I was preparing to put forth arms and violent wars with a solemn rhythm, with appropriate subject matter for the metre. The lower line was equal to the first, but Cupid is said to have laughed and to have stolen a foot. Who gave you, cruel boy, this right over poetry? We poets are the crowd of the muses, not yours. What if Venus seized the weapons of golden-haired Minerva, while golden-haired Minerva fanned the lit torches? Who would approve of Ceres reigning in the mountainous forests, while the fields were being tilled under the rule of the maiden wearing a quiver? Who would equip Phoebus, famous for his hair, with a sharp spear, while Mars was playing the Aeonian lyre? So that's where we got up to. So now we're going to carry on with this part. So as we all know by now, the first thing we do is find the verb. The verb is right here, sunt, verb to be. So that's third person plural, present. So they are, or there are. And when we have a to be, dative, there are to you, we know that this actually goes you have. Because if there are to you, like stuff, like books, there are to you books, that means that you have books, doesn't it? And then we want to find some verbs. So we can see regna. Regna is a verb, isn't it? From regnum, neuter. So we know that that's nominative plural. So you have kingdoms. Lovely. So we know he has kingdoms. Then we go back and we look at the other stuff and we think magna. Well, that means great. That's an adjective, isn't it? And because it has the same ending, we think they could go together. So that could also be nominative plural, couldn't it? You have great kingdoms. But we also have a que on the end of nimium. So we know that means there's going to be something else as well. It joins. So you have great and nimiums and adverbs, so that doesn't decline. To, and then potentia. Too powerful. So you have great and too powerful kingdoms. I was a bit confused with potentia because that could be nominative singular feminine from the noun potentia, or it can also be from the the adjective potens, which is the present participle of possum, and then that would be still it's powerful. So then that would be more of an adjective as powerful rather than too much power. Depends how you want to take it, probably. You could say that you have great kingdoms and too much power. Or you have great and too power. It's probably, I think, since there's a que in it, just erase that. I think it would be you have great and too powerful kingdoms, because then the potentia from potens would be could be nominative plural, neuter. And then you can go you have great and too powerful kingdoms. And then we have puer here, which is going to be vocative singular. addressing boy, who we all know as Cupid. So that's how I'm going to do it, me personally. You guys can disagree with me if you like, but this is how we're doing it. So then the next line, cur opus adfectas ambitiose novum. Rhetorical question, because no one's going to answer it, obviously. Easy start, we have cur. Why? Then we go to the verb, adfectas. Adfectas is second person singular, present tense, active. If it's not active, I'd say it's passive, so just assume if I haven't put passive, it's active. Or if I haven't put like not optative, that's Greek, subjunctive, just assume it's active, because I will forget to put it. So why do you strive? He's got to strive for something, so we need an accusative. And opus is a third declension. You know, I always have a online Latin dictionary up for this, just so I can check things quickly, because, you know, I doubt myself, and the minute I need it, it says, web server is returning an unknown error. Quite annoying. Opus, which is neuter noun, third declension, from opus. So that can be nominative or accusative, singular. And because, well, it's not going to be nominative, so because we have you as nominative, so it's going to be accusative singular. So why do you strive for work? And we have novum. We said that opus was neuter. Novum can be accusative singular neuter as well, can't it? So these can go well together. So why do you strive? Oh, and then of course ambitiose. Why do you strive ambitiously for a new project? Next sentence, an or. This sentence, which confused me until... why do I have so many tabs open? Oh my god, I can't find what I need. Here we go. No, not here we go. That's the wrong commentary. I've had another one, which is good and concise. What line was this? 15. So we have quod ubique tuum est, which seems a bit confusing. So it's effectively saying is that which is everywhere yours. So it's saying, is it est quod ubique, which is everywhere, tuum, yours. And we could like add in, well, in the commentary I've got, it's got an id in brackets and an est in brackets here. Of course, they're not there in the actual text, but it just helps you understand it. So you can go est is id, that, quod ubique, which is everywhere. Or let me rephrase that. Id est quod ubique, that which is everywhere is yours, but as a question. Is that which is everywhere yours? Yeah. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? I'll do the grammar. No, I won't. I haven't even put it down. It's amazing. Well, this one is third person singular present from sum. He loves his sums, doesn't he? Is it? And then of course, which, that which, it's not, no, it's going to be neuter, so that's obviously quad, well not obviously, but quad is neuter. So that which is everywhere, ubique, then tuum, yours, because it's talking about that which is everywhere, which is neuter. So yours is going to be neuter as well, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Then we have tua sunt heliconia tempe. Sunt, the verb. God, I keep underlining everything. I should try not to do that. Well, sunt is a verb, so third person plural. There are, they are. And then we see, yes, this is tempe, meaning valley. I'm just going to underline it and then like rub it out later. Tempe is actually indeclinable because it was the Greek neuter plural, because it was originally the name of a mountain valley in Thessaly near Mount Olympus. Isn't that interesting? But that is going to be the nominative. Yeah. So, the valleys, I believe heliconia isn't going to be like heliconia. It's going to be like adjectival, if that's a word. Why did the Wi-Fi in my house's Wi-Fi works better next door than it does in my house? That sort of sucks. Yeah, heliconious is an adjective, so these are going to go together. So the valleys of Helicon, the Heliconian valleys, whatever you want to call it. Are the Heliconian valleys yours? The valleys of Helicon yours? And because Heliconia and tempe. Well, Heliconia is feminine because it's the adjective, they've done it. Well, they haven't done it, but you know what I mean. Feminine. We love feminines. So are the valleys of Helicon yours? Then we have Vix etiam fibo iam lera tuta sua est. Scarcely even. That's quite easy. They're not going to change, are they? Then we have est. Our lovely est. Third person singular present. How lovely. It is. What is? So we look for the nominative. And we think, lera. That looks nominative, doesn't it? Feminine. Nominative singular. So the lyre. The lyre is, well, we have iam now as well. So now. Scarcely even now is the lyre. Then tuta looks like it can go with it, isn't it? Because it's an adjective. So that's going to be nominative singular, especially since we have est. Safe. And then we have sua, own. And we have phoebo. And phoebo is dative or ablative, isn't it? So it's like talking about Phoebus's lyre, because as you guys hopefully know, Phoebus is or Apollo is the god of music, so he has a lyre naturally. And I mean, it's dative singular, which is a bit weird. You would have thought it was like Phoebus's lyre, but it's probably the lyre. Scarcely even now is the lyre safe for Phoebus, like the lyre for Phoebus, like his own lyre. I'm butchering this. This is great. Let me look at a different translation. I have my own translation, by the way. I have too many tabs open. This is amazing. Is even Phoebus's lyre now barely his at all? Yeah, so it's dative. It is dative singular. Well, it's not going to be ablative, by, with, or from. A lyre with Phoebus. I suppose it could be. But they're effectively translating it as a genitive. I'm not going to lie and say that I know why, because I don't. But yeah, sometimes in life you just have to accept things. I'd love to know why, really, but sometimes we are not fated to know why. You know? God, that got very I'm not even gonna... No. Okay, this is done. So let's carry on, because why not? We need to get to the end of this, and we're already 15 minutes in, which isn't the best. I take way too long. Oh no, don't do that. So, cum bene seraxis versu nova pagina primo. When, and then we have the verb, surexit. From the X, you can guess that it's going to be perfect. From surgo, so it's third person singular. So it arose, it has arisen. So when, so we need a nominative. Nora pagina, they go together, don't they? They look good. Nominative, singular, both of them. So when a new page has arisen, then bene, well, then we have versu primo. Versu from versus, it's fourth declension. That's ablative singular. And then that can go together with primo, which is also ablative singular, because versus is masculine. So when a new page has arisen well with a first line, attenuat nervos proximus ille meos. So we have ille, which looks quite nominative. I haven't really left enough space. Ille looks quite nominative singular, doesn't it? And proximus does as well. So let's put nominative singular there. So that would be like that which is second, or like that which is nearest, meaning like the second line. So I'll translate it as the second line. And then I didn't do the verb first. I'm sorry, not preaching what I tell. Attenuat. This one's present from attenuo, and it's third person singular. So the second line, let's translate it as, diminishes, and then os. We know they're both accusative, plural. My power, my powers. And I believe, let me just check. Yes, it also has a second meaning. So Ovid is being quite, because in the plural, it means power, vigour, strength, energy, force, according to my online dictionary. I can put a link to this amazing dictionary that I always use in the description. I hope you guys will use it. But it can also mean a penis. Yeah. So you can see what Ovid is doing. You can see his humour in this. He is trying to get that double meaning. He's trying to make the audience laugh with this sort of thing. Yeah, that's Ovid, isn't it? You'll get to know more like this. Let's carry on. Nec mihi materia est numeris levioribus apta. So nec nor. I do question myself sometimes. Oh, no, okay, it does. Sorry. I was looking at my notes and I was just thinking, have I not done this line? I have. I just switched to typing instead of writing halfway through. Probably because of my elbow. So we look for a verb. Est. Again, we know that's third person singular, present. It is. So we look for a nominative and we think materia, material. That looks like a nominative noun, doesn't it? A nominative singular. So the material, nor, like, is the material. And we have apta. That looks like it could go with materia, doesn't it? Nor is the material suitable, mihi, dative, for me. And then we have some more datives, numeris and levioribus. They're dative plural. For lighter rhythms. I can put a line for these as well. Yeah, so nor is there a material suitable, like a material for me, suitable for lighter rhythms. Or you could say, nor do I have a material suitable for lighter rhythms. So he's saying, Cupid's stolen this foot, and now, like, we're going to have to talk about love and stuff, but, like, I wanted to talk about war. I don't have, like, something else I can talk about for this, like, weird light rhythm that I can't talk about war with. It's going to carry on with this. Aut puer, aut longus compta puella commas. So we have or. Lovely construction. It's not, can you even call that a construction? But puer, I know I usually go verb first, but there isn't. There's a participle. Not a verb though. But puer is obviously. I mean, puer is one of the first things you learn, isn't it? Puer and puella. At least it was for me. Nominative singular. Can't be anything else. I'm doubting myself now. Pretty sure it can't be anything. It can be vocative. Nothing else apart from that. And then you look at puella and you think, well, if it's an or, puella's the only other one that's going to be nominative, isn't it? So, or a boy or a girl, compta can go with puella, both feminine, nominative, singular. And compta, have I put what it comes from? I have not. Compta. Como. Yep, it comes from como. And it's the perfect passive participle. Yeah, should be. A girl having been adorned, or you can just go a girl adorned. And it's like adorned with, but we don't actually use the ablative because it doesn't take the ablative. It's like saying adorned, you could also say having. So if you're adorned with long hair, as it is here, longas comptas, accusative plural, you could say adorned with long hair, or you could say she has long hair, and neither of them would be ablative. They're like the same meaning. It's plural because you don't just have one singular strand of hair on your head. You have many hairs. So, or a boy or a girl adorned with long hair. So Ovid doesn't have a boy or a girl adorned with long hair. What's he going to write about? And look, it's the end of his speech to Cupid. And we're already 23 minutes in. Wow. So, questus eram. That is from queror. It's the pluperfect first person singular. I'll put what it's from. Queror. Pluperfect first person singular. So it's I had complained. Queror is deponent, I believe. Yeah, it is, to complain. So it's not passive, it just looks passive, it's not actually. So I had complained. Let me have a when. Let's go to that like first, even though it's second, doesn't matter. I had complained when, then protina straight away. Ille, that's going to be a nominative singular, isn't it? He, and soluta ferretra. Soluta is a passive, perfect passive participle from solvo. So that's nominative. No, I put ablative, then I scribbled it out and I put nominative on top. He, when he straight away, after opening his quiver, with his quiver having been opened. That's ablative. Why did I change my mind and think that was nominative? Ablative singular. They're both feminine as well. So with his quiver having been opened, after opening his quiver, same thing. And then we have legit from Lego. You would think, oh, that's to read. Lego is to read in Latin, isn't it? Because there's Lego in Greek as well. Yeah, it is to read. Great, amazing, perfect. But it can also mean to choose. So after opening his quiver, he chose... this is the perfect third person singular. It could also be present, but we're going to say it's perfect. He chose, that we need an accusative. And you think, well, exitium could be accusative. It's got on the end, don't you? But, I mean, it is accusative. But it's got an in before it. And so in a minute, I'll tell you what that's about. What else can be accusative is spicula, from spiculum. That can be accusative plural, as it's neuter. So he chose arrows, and then factor looks like it could go with that. Having been made, or just we can put made. And then we have in exitium. And in plus accusative can be for a purpose. So arrows made for, and then we have meum, which goes with exitium. Made for my destruction. So Cupid, he's opened his quiver when Ovid had complained, and he got his arrows out, and he's going to shoot Ovid with arrows made for his destruction. Oh no, what do you think is going to happen? It's quite obvious what's going to happen. He's going to fall in love. Spoiler alert. So, Luna vitque genu sinuosum fortiter arcum. So we have a que here, which obviously goes like that. So, and Luna wit, with the V in there, we know that it's perfect. And it's, with the it's third person singular. So he bent, accusative. Arcum is looking quite accusative, isn't it? From arcus, so that's accusative singular. He bent his bow, fortiter, adverb. I'm pretty sure. This is testing how well I know, like, you know, structure, not structures, but words. Yeah. He bent his bow strongly, and then we have genu. Actually we have sinuosum. That goes with arcum, isn't it? That would make sense. A curved bow, and then genu. From genus. On his knee, fourth declension. So that's going to be ablative singular. Helps you bend the bow. So he bent his bow on his knee. And que, this is quite what do you call it? Ovid tried to be fancy by squishing it out. So we have que here, and then we have dixit over here. He said. Then we have quod canes vertes accipe opus. It's all around, isn't it? So quod, well, no, let's go for the verb first, as I said, canas. Now this is subjunctive, because it usually goes cano, canis, canit, but this is canas. And it's as, so it's second person singular. So you may sing. And then we've also got accipe, and that's an imperative. So take take, and then you may sing, and it's just like, okay, well, which one goes first? Where do we go? So we're going to do the imperative first. So we need an accusative to take. The opus can be an accusative because we said it was neuter. So accusative singular. Take a subject, or like this subject, and then because it's neuter, this too, the quad, can be accusative singular as well. Take this subject which, and then the canas, you may sing about, and then vates can be vocative singular, poet, addressing Ovid, because Ovid is the poet. So take this subject which you may sing about, poet, and he's shot him, making him fall in love. So Cupid himself is giving Ovid a subject to write about. How lucky. And then we have me miserum, wretched me. Certas habuit puer ille sagittas. Habuit is perfect because it has the oo. So it's, if it's it can have a D, V, S, U, or X, which shows that it's a perfect. That's how I learnt it. Habuit, so that's perfect third person singular. So he had, and then you think ille puer, they're both nominative singular, aren't they? That boy had, certas sagittas, they're feminine, and they're also accusative. If my pen will... There we go, accusative plural. So that boy had unerring arrows, which means that they basically hit him right on the mark. Uro, this is also a deponent verb, so that's first person singular present. I burn, et, and amor, which means love, is also the, like, another name that they called Cupid, pretty much. Does it literally not have it? Whatever. So love, or amor, which is nominative singular. Regnat is present from regno, present person, third person singular. So love reigns in vacuo pectore, all ablative singular, aren't they? In my empty chest. But it's weird, his chest shouldn't be empty if he's in love. Ah, we love Ovid. He's so problematic, but we still love him. Sex mihi surcat opus numeris in quinque residat. He's really doing the stuff with the meter right now, isn't he? He's trying to emphasize it to his audience. So he says, surgat. Also present again from surgo, third person singular. It rises. What rises? Let's find a nominative. Opus can be nominative or accusative singular as it's neuter. So we're going to take it as nominative. The work, mihi, dative, the work to me, or my work, rises. And sex, meaning six, is indeclinable. Yeah. And numeris, second declension, that's ablative plural. So if it's ablative, we can say in, and then sex will go with numeris. So my work rises in 6 feet. Residat, again, it's present third person singular. It falls in quinque. In 5. Again, quinque is indeclinable because they're numbers. Well, some numbers aren't, but quinque is. So my work rises in 6 feet and it falls in 5 because, as we were told right at the beginning of the poem, Cupid has stolen a foot from the second line. Ferrea cum vestris bella valete modis. So verb, we have valete, which could be you farewell. Like goodbye to you, you say goodbye or whatever. But it's not going to be that because that's a bit weird. So we're going to take it as the imperative. So goodbye or farewell. Let's get an accusative. Bella can be accusative, can't it? From bellum. It could be accusative plural as it's neuter. So goodbye to wars. Goodbye wars. And ferrea. That can go with bella, can't it? As accusative plural, they've got the same ending. There's nothing else that it could go with. Farewell, iron wars. Cum, so we're going to think if it's with, and it's with because it has vestris modis, and they can both be ablative plurals. So with your meter. Farewell, iron wars with your meter. He's saying he can't write about them anymore because we're in elegiac. And then we have cingere litterea flauentia tempora merto. Cingere. Passive present imperative. What? Yeah, that's confusing. Oh, I do not remember putting that. Give me a sec. Quod accipe. Wait, where am I? 29. Cingere. Oh, so it's like read your own. An imperative singular in the passive voice with an accusative of respect. Okay, so in other words, the imperative is passive, but it's just saying that it's passive because you're saying wreath. It's saying wreath, like put a wreath on, but it's saying put a wreath on yourself. So that's why it's passive, present as well. So like wreath yourself. And then we have flauentia tempora. They are both neuter, but they are nominative plural. So it's saying wreathe your golden temples. So like wreathe your own golden temples. Littorea merto. And merto, or so we're going to get that as ablative singular. And littorea of the seashore. Well, if it's myrtle. Actually, I don't know what myrtle looks like. That's interesting, isn't it? Myrtle. Does it usually grow around the sea? Does myrtle grow in beaches? I don't know. Well, that's something to look up. Yeah, littorea is also ablative singular. Names of plants and trees are typically feminine in Latin. Did you know that? Yeah, so myrtle of the seashore. Wreathe your golden temples with myrtle from the seashore. And myrtle is sacred to Venus. Venus is the mother of Cupid. And then finally we have Musa per undenos emodulanda pedes. Emodulanda is a gerund. I thought gerunds. Yeah, exactly. It's not gerund. I've just been revising gerunds and gerundives. Because I have exams soon. And I was just thinking, gerunds, if you guys want to recap, can only have neuter singular endings. So that's e, as in like an I, and o. So if it ends in a, that's not a gerund, it's a gerundive. And gerundivs are translated as needing to be verbed. And gerunds are translated as verbing, I'm pretty sure. So this commentary that I have, very nice, says a gerundive used as a simple participle. Oh, oi, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat's trying to get out the door. I shouldn't have left the hallway open. Anyway, let's go back to analysing this. So let's go to the... There isn't a verb, there's the gerund. Zorbo! Stop it! Stop trying to get out! I'm going to close the door. I really hope he doesn't try going on the door handle, because then he will probably open the door. He was trying to open my bedroom door the other day using the door handle. Most terrifying thing in the world. Musa, that's nominative singular, which is muse, or it could be vocative. It could be addressing the muse. It could be saying muse and then emodulanda. No, actually, I think nominative is quite good, because you would say the muse and then emodulanda, gerundive, so needing to be verbed. The muse needs to be measured per undenos pedes. In, and then we have accusatives plural, and pedes is accusative plural as well. So in 11 feet. The muse must be measured in 11 feet. Or you could be saying, or you, if you did want to do it as like, you could say it a bit differently, say muse, you must be measured in 11 feet, which is what I got from my translation with my class. Yeah. I'm so happy I remember the gerunds and gerundivs now. That makes me awesome. Yeah, so shall I read out the translation of from line, where did we go from? From line 13. You have great kingdoms, boy, and they are too powerful. Why do you strive with ambition for a new project? Or is everything everywhere yours? Are the valleys of Helicon yours? Is even Phoebus's own lyre scarcely safe now? Whenever a new page has arisen well with a first line, the second line diminishes my power. Nor do I have a material suitable for lighter rhythms, or a boy or a girl adorned with long hair. I had complained when straight away Cupid, after opening his quiver, chose arrows made for my destruction. And he strongly bent his curved bow on his knee and said, "Take this as a subject which you may sing about, poet." Wretched me, that boy had unerring arrows. I burn, and love reigns in my empty chest. My work rises in 6 feet and falls in 5. Farewell, iron wars, with your metre. Wreathe your golden temples with myrtle from the seashore. O muse, you must be measured in 11 feet. Oh my god, what the hell? Stop trying to get out! Come on, don't try and get the chain. That was terrifying. My cat just tried to leave. He is a house cat. And now I've lost my pen. Oh no, I have it. It's fine. God, I'm thrown off now. Yes. Let me just... Musa, vocative singular. There we go. The debate's gone. This is vocative singular. So it's saying, O muse, addressing her, you must be measured, gerundive, in 11 feet. There you go. If you did some scanning, you'd probably find that out. Perhaps. Probably. And like I said before, I'll probably do another video on scansion at some point. Anyway, that is that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this has been beneficial for you and you understand what I've been saying. and it's not too long, because I am trying to go through this thoroughly so that you all understand, because when I was trying to go through it, I couldn't find any proper things that explained all of the grammar and everything. So I'll link the free commentary and the not free commentary that I have been using, both of them, in the description. I'll put the amazing Latin dictionary in the description as well, and some translations of the poem, and I'll do the Perseus Latin in there as well. Why not? Anything that can help you guys. And I can put the no, I said that. It's fine. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. It'll be amazing if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel. And then you can see more of this sort of stuff. It'll be so fun. We can get some Greek going. If you guys don't know Greek, that's fine. You'll still have more Latin. So like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.